want to have the best spot and the hottest parties and events in town? Well, a mobile application makes partying a whole lot easier. From checking out schedules to being a VIP, Guestlist.ph got it covered for you. To tell us more about this app, we have in the studio with us Ron Baitiong, who is the founder and CEO of Guestlist.ph. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning.
I was on the website.
Yep.
Actually, I downloaded the app and it's free.
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
And okay, first, tell us, what is Guestlist.ph?
Well, Guestlist.ph is an app that gets you into the best clubs, events, and parties in the Philippines for free. So if you're, say, you're a user, if you want to go out on a Friday night, all you have to do is download the app or go to our website, www.guestlist.ph. Choose the party that you want to go to. Oh no, sign in with Facebook first, of course, create an account, but it's very easy. Then join a party that you want to go to, guest list your friends, and then boom, party the night away. It's that easy.
Right. I'm familiar with because I went on the app, on the website, and I'm familiar with all the clubs that are listed there. And normally, I know to get inside a club, you have to pay an entrance fee.
Absolutely.
So how are you able to get these people on the list and be able to get in for free?
Well, the guest listing system has been around for quite a while. The way you get on the guest list, you usually have to look for a promoter to get you on the guest list. However, looking for a promoter is kind of a difficult task. So for you to look for a promoter, say you want to go on a club on a Friday night, and but you don't know the promoter for that, you have to go look for that guy and text them the names of the people that you want to go to. However, that process takes a lot of time, and you're not sure if that's legit at all.
Right.
So what we did was, there's this big problem that's out there. So what we did was just we automated the whole thing so that people can just, if they want to go out, you don't have to beg anyone, because everyone deserves a party if they work hard or they study hard, and then they just join and go to the club.
And I know that getting in a club is sometimes, they're very strict sometimes. They'll check your outfit, they're going to look at you and see if you can get in or not. And the same thing with your app. When I went on it, I saw a bunch of flyers or a bunch of invitations. And you click on it if you want to join a party or attend one of those events. And it says that it's for approval.
Yes.
So what does that mean?
Well, there's two types of guest lists. There's a normal guest list and there's an exclusive guest list. The normal guest list, once you join, you're automatically in. After you join, you get a text right away saying that you're on the guest list. Just reminds you of what to wear and what not to do and all that stuff. Now, for the exclusive guest list, you're basically subject for approval for the super high-end clubs.
Oh, I must have gone to the exclusive events.
So basically the clubs will kind of gauge if you're the crowd that they're kind of looking for. So it actually gives them more power, because rather than getting names, and then it's better than having you pre-screened rather than you go there and you get embarrassed in front of your friends.
Right. Now, you said that you get pre-screened, and it looks like it's connected to my Facebook account. So when I signed up for the app or I downloaded it, it's automatically connected to my Facebook. So is that how I'm being screened, is through my Facebook account?
Yes, basically, just based on your looks and how you dress up and all that stuff, because it kind of gives them a warm and fuzzy feeling about who you are already.
Right, exactly. And is there a limit of people that are able to book for or reserve spots for these events per event?
Most of the time it's 100 people, but it really depends. If it's a big event and everyone wants it, we can definitely expand it to a point where we can accommodate more people.
Okay. And also, how long has this been around?
Basically the story of this is very odd. This has been my college thesis when I started out.
Oh, interesting.
Right. I took up entrepreneurship in UST, and I just didn't want to create a business like everyone else, because everyone else was doing food carts and all these fashion stands, and I said I wanted to create a difference. But I didn't know anything about the internet, so I went out there. I knew that there's a problem out there trying to get out, because that's my problem before. Every time I go out, I get embarrassed in front of my friends saying, hey, we're on the guest list, and we get into the club, and we're not. So we have to pay cover. It's like, nah. So every time that happened, I said, you know what? If I feel this way, there's going to be a million people like me who feel that way. So I created a website, then I failed a couple times, went super broke, like zero money at all. And then eventually I figured it out with the help of ProudCloud and Kickstart.
Okay, give the audience an example of the types of clubs, because I saw the clubs that are listed on
Correct.
on your website. What are the clubs
There's
that are
basically,
included in
we
there?
classify them into two different types. One is silver and one is gold. Silver are basically the clubs in QC, in Quezon City, and gold is the clubs that you see in the south. We classify them not because of what they are, but we classify them based on the cover charge that you have to pay to get in. We're not discriminating anyone. We're very neutral. We love each club that's out there as if they're all the same.
Okay, so this is great. You know, it's free.
Yeah.
I mean, you get in, you go to a club for free, and
Correct.
it's hassle free as well,
Yeah.
because it's so easy. You download the app and you choose from, you know, in other countries they give you flyers
Yes.
for invitations.
Yes.
You know, like in Spain they give you party flyers for events.
Visa.
And in Visa, exactly. And then you go home with all these flyers and you choose a party.
Correct.
That's what your app reminds me of, except that you
It's
don't have the
automated, right.
papers, but you just everything is just listed on
Correct.
the website.
And our users use our app for two things. Number one is discovery. They want to know where the best parties are at in town. Because in the app you'll see that you also see how many people are trying to go to that party. So it becomes a bandwagon mentality. It's like,
Right.
hey, there's 100 people trying to get into this party. I want to go there too.
It must be a hot
What's
party.
in there? Absolutely. Then second is access. Because majority of the time, that's where the disconnect happens from the user. It's like, okay, I know this party, but how do I get there? Right? So it's very difficult if you have to discover and then look for another means and beg trying to get in.
Right.
If you're already there, you're just one click away from getting on the guest list and inviting all your friends to go in with you for free.
And you have lots of choices in there as
Absolutely.
well.
We
Yeah.
basically covered majority of the clubs here in Manila already, but future plans, we're a tech startup. So we want to expand all over the Philippines, and we're going to rebrand. I can't disclose what we're going to be at, but it's going to be a brand where it will be able to cover the whole region, because that's our vision. We just don't want to be here in the Philippines,
but-
but we want to be the first tech startup in nightlife that covers the whole Asia, and it's Filipino made, because Filipinos are well known for celebrations and parties. So what better way for us to actually showcase who we are to the world, or even just to the region, through this app.
Yeah, well, great idea, Ron, and thanks
you.
for coming in and telling us all about this. Again, it's Guestlist.ph.
Correct. www.guestlist.ph.
Okay, great. So check it out, guys, and see if you can get yourself in one of the hottest parties in town.
Thank you.
All right, thanks again. That was Ron Baityong. He's the founder and CEO of Guestlist.ph. Let's take a short break right now. More stories when we return. Stay tuned.